in Lebanon, when I first went, I was about 14 years old, up in the village areas, they live in the mountains, that's where my parents are from. The village areas had this strange and weird belief that people who used to be practicing good Muslims, they called them walis, awliyas, the saints. And they believe that they are buried in certain places in the different villages. They say that they're noble men, they're men of extraordinary characteristics that are different to the normal human being. They have some karamat, that Allah has blessed them with certain miracles that they can do that no one else can do. And this stayed in their mind. And so in our village, my father's village, we had a huge grave. And in that, they called this person in the grave a Nabi Marmar. Marmar prophet, he was a prophet, right? He was meant to be a prophet, and they called him Marmar, which is a Christian name. They called him Marmar. Allahu A'lam, if there's anything really buried in there, I don't know. But it's a huge grave, probably about maybe 4 meters long. And people take their children there to be cured. They go there and pray around the grave, thinking that their prayer will be accepted more, or they make supplications at the grave. Now the weird other belief was that there were trees around it, and you're not allowed to cut any branch off, because if you cut the branches off, right, this person in the grave is going to come and choke you at night. I've never heard of this before in my life. I get up there and they've got this weird belief. Where did they get it from? Allahu A'lam. Now when we started to teach them that this is absurd and that this is not what the Prophet ﷺ taught us, and we brought them all the logic. For example, I used to say to them, 14 years old, it's quite logical. I said to them, look, if he's really a good man, then he'd want us to use these branches because we're cold and we need to bathe and we need to use it to cook and clean. What does he want with all these trees? And he's probably in Jannah now. What does he want with all this garden over here? They go, no, it's sanctioned to him, you can't touch it. So if he's a good man, why would he want to choke you? If he was living, he wouldn't do that. And so on and so forth. When you go and pray at his grave, he needs you more than what you need him. He's dead. He needs your dua. Hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. They looked at us as being the weird ones. We were the strangers. I remember once, my grandmother wanted some water to bathe in. It was a Jumu'ah, and I wanted some water. And we didn't have any wood. Up there's no gas, so we had to light up some wood. And what I did was, no one would listen to me, so I gathered up about maybe 6, 7-year-olds. I said, come up with me to the top, we're going to get some branches, man. There's no branches anyway. So we went up to where the grave was. We cut off some branches. I gave each child a branch to hold. And we came down this hill. Everybody could see us. The whole village could see us coming down with these branches. And I said, scream out, Allahu Dar, Allahu Nafi'. Allah harms and Allah cures. Allah is the one that prevents harm. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the one that benefits. The whole village stopped. We couldn't even hear a rooster crow anymore. Nothing. Everybody raced up to me. They slapped their children and they cursed me. And subhanallah, we were the weird ones. What is this new religion you're bringing us, they said. We're bringing a new religion to them now. We've never heard of it all our lives. Our ancestors have always practiced this, and now this is strange. Just to make you laugh a bit, a group of youngsters come up to me, youngsters like 18, 19, they said to me, tonight is going to choke you. I said, Lakam is a good man, why do you want to choke me? Anyway, that night I was prepared and I recited some Quran, and I knew that what's actually making him think that is the shaitan, and the shaitan can come and impersonate figures in your dreams. And you can get something like a nightmare, which is similar to choking at night. It's called something, dream of terror or something, I don't know. Muhim, I saw a little snake in that dream. And I grabbed it and chopped its neck off. And I said, is this your power, shaitan? Woke up for Fajr afterwards. And the youngsters came past the next morning and said, you copped it, didn't you? I said, what are you talking about, man? They go, oh, one day you're going to cop it. Alhamdulillah, now the village has changed. But I'm just illustrating to you that over there, the religion is strange to them.